Hello there YouTubers, and welcome to another DrCassette video. Today we're looking at the Kenwood model KX-7030 cassette deck. And this really is a high-end model. It has just about everything a cassette deck can possibly have. It has 3 heads, dual capstan mechanism, 3 motors. It actually has an electronic eject that I quickly want to demonstrate. Let me press stop, and here goes the eject. It's just a little push button. And the actual eject is working electronically. I have to close it manually though. There were also cassette decks that could do that automatically, but this one can't. Let's go back to play and take a look at the features and functions. Up there we have the Kenwood label. It's unfortunately their modern style logo, which I don't like. Here is the power switch. There is the switch for timer standby, either record or play. This is for the headphones level, and the actual jack. And right there you can see just some of the features that proudly shows on the cassette door. There's a backlight in there, and that's of course the cassette door. Over here we have of course nice big display. There's a bit of a scratch on there, and we can actually see what's going on there. You can also see things that don't light up, which is kind of interesting. But you can see the real-time counter. Selected tape, and have HX Pro going. I'm losing my focus here apparently, and there is a nice level meter, and yeah, we're completely out of focus. Let's see, here we go. Okay, now down here we have all the buttons. Up there for the counter we have counter reset. The AB is a repeat thing. You can actually program something, you know, like that it plays a loop continuously, I think. And the display button, I think the display button turns the display off. Let's see. Okay, turns half of the display off. Okay, counter stays on there, but now, okay, there we have jack button once again, stop, rewind, play, and fast forward. And the rewind and fast forward buttons also double as controls for music search system this deck has. And up there we have index scan, Dolby noise reduction, we have Dolby BNC, MPX filter, CD peak search. Now that is only if you have a Kenwood CD player hooked up to this deck. It does have a remote interface, or actually it has 2 interfaces for 2 different systems, which is kind of interesting. Now up there we have auto bias. Now this automatically adjusts the bias to the kind of tape you're using, and you can actually save those settings and have a bias preset, which is kind of interesting. And down there of course we have pause and record buttons. And there is the record level. The whole deck looks dusty. I just cleaned it. Kind of annoying. Now down there we have something that so far I've only seen on Kenwood cassette decks. It's called the Auto Monitor. This basically selects the source and the tape during record, and also during playback actually. Press it, it's monitoring the source, and since there is nothing hooked up to the inputs, it's quiet. Now, also get the record balance, but the auto monitor is actually sort of a stupid feature because it automatically switches to different to the either the tape or the source. Like when you start recording, it automatically switches to the tape, and when you stop, it automatically switches to the source. And sometimes you actually don't want that, and you can't turn that off. So it's kind of annoying sometimes. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the features of this deck. And you may or may not be able to hear. The tape in there is running rather loud for some reason. Now, I am going to sell this cassette deck, so it'll be the first and the last time you're going to see it. And yeah, I think that's it pretty much. That was the Kenwood stereo cassette deck model KX-7030. And this is, of course, I think, from the early 90s. And I think my tape has reached its end. And yeah, so has the video. See you again soon.